season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will put total weather to crank us up. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will be the first to dive up ball plays in this one. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got his man. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Volunteers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got
time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like, getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes it past the marker. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Dances away. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. It's complete. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you.
Going to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
And the Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like...
Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Reese. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Alexander. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. The Tar Heels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Using his legs to buy some time. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th down. Because obviously I've deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Here comes the offense on second down. They go to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got
some room entered to the goal line. Touchdown ball. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls out.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
The Volunteers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Sweet cut there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Fleming.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to them this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Looking left. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Simon.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Cross, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Vols will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets it away from his own end zone. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. Oh, he's got some space. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Buys a little extra time. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Carolina. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
North Carolina, 35. Tennessee, 7.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Lost to throw again. A little screen to the running back.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some... create some explosive...
Deep shot for the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.